This is part 2 of responding to this comment asking about the Freddy comics, so let's get back to it. The next comic series to come out of Innovation Press was Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, numbers 1 through 3 in October of 1991. This 3-issue series was just a straight-up adaptation of the film, but it came out with an alternate version of number 3, which also came in 3D with glasses in order to mimic the last 10 minutes of the actual film. The final series to come out of Innovation Press was Nightmare on Elm Street: The Beginning, issues 1 and 2, in the summer of 1992. Now, this was intended to be a 3-issue series and was intended to be a direct sequel to Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. However, only the first 2 issues were able to come out before Innovation Press ended up filing for bankruptcy and closing entirely. In the first 2 issues of the series, we see Freddy's daughter Maggie continuing to have nightmares about Freddy after her confrontation with him in Freddy's Dead. As a result, she teams up with another survivor from the film, Tracy, in order to return to Springwood in order to get more information about the serial killer. Even though the 3rd issue never came out, you can still locate the partially completed script in certain parts of the internet. The next comic book series that Freddy appeared in would be the first issue coming out of Avatar Press in May of 2005, simply titled A Nightmare on Elm Street Special. This issue takes place after Freddy vs. Jason, where Springwood is now in a police state, with the adults suppressing their kids' dreams by using Hypnosil and not letting anyone talk about Freddy so that the kids don't fear him and give him strength to return. Emily, though, a rebellious teen, learns about Freddy and wants to tell the whole world about him. As Freddy starts to gain strength and kill once again, Emily learns the truth about Springwood. But will she survive to be able to tell anyone about it? The next comic book series to feature Freddy Krueger would be A Nightmare on Elm Street: Paranoid, issues 1 through 3, also coming out of Avatar Press in November of 2005. In this series, the kids of Springwood continue to try and suppress Freddy with Hypnosil, so he ends up having to devise a completely different plan in order to try and stop the shipments of the drug from actually reaching the town. As the kids slowly begin dreaming again, the body count starts to rise, and Freddy starts to become more and more powerful. The question then becomes, can anyone stop the Dream Demon once again? The next comic book to feature Freddy Krueger would be A Nightmare on Elm Street: Fear Book, a one-shot coming out of Avatar Press in June of 2006. In this issue, the kids of Springwood are once again back using Hypnosil to try and keep Freddy locked out of their minds. However, when a group of gangbangers rob a local pharmacy, Freddy is once again able to attack. However, not in his usual manner. Like for part 3.